Bonjour, Jerry Travian. What's going on? Welcome to We Talk. We're here for another one. We're going to have a great discussion today. But first of all, let's go ahead and toast them up. Here's to everybody on the live. We're grown and sexy in here, so you got to have your drink with you. But anyway, I hope everybody had a pretty good week. And hopefully, if it hadn't been good, just understand that it's going to get better. All right? We're going to get to it real quick so that we can get into our discussion. But last week we talked about why is it so difficult for people to accept rejection, and is it physically damaging? So if you missed it, go back and take a look at it, and I think it's going to give you some information and a different perspective that you probably didn't even think about. But I'm going to drop this jewel real quick, and then I'm going to bring my co-host on so we can get started. Hey, Angela, how are you? First of all, remember this. We all go through trials and tribulations, and we all have difficulties in our lives. Just know that, what's the old saying? The old people used to say, God gives his toughest battles to his toughest people. So just keep that in mind. Whenever you feel like giving up or things aren't going your way, just know that there's always tomorrow. There's always tomorrow. No matter how gloom things seem today, they can always get better. I always look at it in my worst hour, and I just say they can't get any worse, so they got to get better. All right? So I'm not going to beat that like a dead horse, but just know that things always get better. I don't care what you're going through. They always get better. All right? May not be in the time that you expect, or it may not be in the manner that you expect them to get better. But behind the scenes, if you're a good person and you're doing the right thing, things are always working in your favor. All right? But anyway, let me go ahead and bring my co-host on. I hope we don't have any difficulty like we did last week. We had a problem last week trying to get everybody logged on, but it seems to be okay now. So let me go ahead and see, can I bring everybody on? All right. And again, here's to everybody on the live. Well, hey, Miss O'Neill, how are you?
I am good.
Okay. Well, that's good to hear.
I'm good. We're not gonna have no technical difficulties. It was your phone anyway.
No, I think it was the weather. Yeah, I don't think it was my phone.
I know. I don't want to blame it on your phone. It was you. It was you. How
Oh,
you
yeah.
been?
Hey, I'm good. I'm good. A little hot. I don't know what kind of weather we are experiencing now, but I'm telling you, this kind of heat I'm not used to.
Yeah, it's tornado season, so it's probably gonna be a little bit more humid than usual, y'all. So y'all stay cool, stay hydrated because it's serious. I'm just getting home from work myself.
Wow. Wow. What's up, Keith?
Yo, what up, y'all?
All right. All right. Everything good up there in Jersey?
Hey, man.
Weather-wise?
Oh, the hurricane's about to hit us. So we everybody, Debbie. I think it's called Debbie, whatever it is. So they say,
Yeah,
Debbie.
it's called Debbie. Yeah,
yeah,
Yeah.
Debbie been
it's
all on the internet talking about Debbie is coming. Our Debbie been on the internet talking about Hurricane Debbie touching down.
yeah, they
I didn't know it
talking about
was
some
way. I
flood
didn't know
rain.
it was way up in Jersey, though. I
Yeah,
know
it's
it's in
coming up in the
Carolina.
northeast. It's coming up the whole northeast corridor.
Oh,
So we about
dang.
we about to get whatever remnants of it. I mean, it probably won't be the way it is, like, how it's hitting down there, but it's gonna be. They talking rain, like storms, flood rain in the next 2 days. Tonight, into Friday. Yeah.
Oh, dang. All right. Well, we gonna pray for you. Make sure y'all all right up there, brother.
Hey man,
Remember
we
what the
good.
Lord.
We good.
Remember
This
what the
hurricane season.
but
It's hurricane
remember
season.
what the Lord said. You better start building that ark now. When He send you them signs, don't be like, Lord, you didn't send me no signs. He don't send you a train, a boat, and all that. You better build.
Man, it's hurricane season, man. It happens every year.
Oh, okay. All
Uh,
right. All All right. Well, I mean, so it ain't no surprise. Y'all kind of prep for it. And is Jersey prep for that kind of thing anyway? I mean, as prepped as anybody could be, I guess.
I mean, yeah, Jersey is not usually in the eye of the storm. I think the worst that we got hit was Hurricane was that Sandy back some years ago. Hurricane Sandy and Hurricane Irene. Those are the two that I can remember. Most times we get heavy winds, rains, you know, all that type of stuff. It's not like how it is in some other areas, you know, but you know, Jersey, New York, we all by the water, you know, so when that thing come in there, it just depends on how it, you know, how it hits. And now it look like we got different type of storms, we got different heat, we got different everything. So there's stuff happening out here that didn't used to happen before. You know what I'm saying? So
Well,
yeah.
y'all probably get it like us. We don't get hit. The eye doesn't hit us, but we get a lot of down trees and
Yeah.
rain and heavy wind.
Yeah, exactly. We're kind of the same. Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay. All right. Let's get on with it so that we can go ahead and get to the topic. Ms. O'Neill, if y'all want to talk a little bit about, you know, what we discussed last week, we always segue into our topic, which is why is it so difficult for people to accept rejection. If you want to kind of sum it up as far as your feelings as to what we said and discussed last time, go ahead.
I mean, I don't know in terms of rejection, because people want you to see their way, and if they don't, they feel like it's something personal, but really it's not. Rejection is just a way for you to know that, hey, I gotta move on. They not in my circle. They not with me or whatever. And sometimes rejection is good. You don't want everybody agreeing with you. Then they on your team and it's messed up.
Oh yeah.
You know, so you know, we just have to learn to accept rejection and learn to accept that things can't be perfect, and we might not see the reason behind the rejection, but it's put in that way for a reason, because we can't move along with negative people or people being against you. And most of the time when you experience rejection from people, it's some form of jealousy, or you know, something that you got going on, or that they may want or that they may need in their life, you know. So I just done learned to accept rejection well and move on and whatever.
Well, you said a very important piece there. You said rejection is not personal.
Nope.
That's the most important. I think that's one of the takeaways that we discussed last week. Is not personal when you're rejected, but most people take it as being a personal attack.
Mhm.
So I think that's a good thing for our viewers to understand that if you're rejected, it's not personal. Yeah.
Right.
Keith, you want to add something real quick before we move on?
Rejection is not always negative either. Sometimes you're just offering something that somebody doesn't want or need, you know.
Yeah.
And we sometimes as people, we internalize some things, and sometimes as human beings create something that's not. So we have to be very careful not to allow our mind to play tricks on us, like the Ghetto Boys used to talk about, right? Because your mind can play tricks on you. I gave that example, I think I said last week. If you're at the restaurant and you get French fries and the waitress or waiter offers you ketchup and you say, I don't want the ketchup, they don't run back to the boss and say, I want to quit the job tonight because he rejected the ketchup, right? You just said, I don't want ketchup. That's all. But you said thank you. You said no thank you, you know, whatever. So sometimes that's all rejection is. The person is saying, you know what? Thank you for offering or bringing this to me. No thank you. And boom. And as a person, how we take it is where it goes. And that's where the growth and what you're shooting for comes in, right? How we take it is, do we take it as a personal slight? Do we take it as, are they trying to insinuate something? Or you just take it in the stride of everything and you just move on to the next thing? So I think people should not overthink rejection, because unless you just not in the right position, it's not really you. You know what I'm saying? And we're talking with people that we're talking to that are moving certain directions, things like that, right? If someone's just not on point, well, the rejection is personal. You should take it personal because you ain't on point. But you know,
What you laughed at, Miss O'Neill?
Because because he talking about ketchup, and a little boy came through the line today, and he wanted ketchup, and we didn't what we were serving. Like if it doesn't come with what we serving, we don't have ketchup. And he literally broke down and said, "She don't have ketchup."
You always got a story that can relate to something.
No, I'm literally.
You
He had a
funny.
serious breakdown, like all falling down in the floor. She don't have
You
ketchup.
funny.
I went and got him some
Hey,
ketchup.
you know how kids are. You know, we used to throw them temper tantrums and all of that. So I can imagine that probably was funny because he probably.
After I laughed for 5 minutes, I just went and got the dang on ketchup and picked him up and said, "Here, boy, go on now."
I hear you. Okay, all right. Let's get on to our discussion, and and we're gonna have a little untraditional Bible study. Whenever you start talking about God, the devil, Satan, and Adam and Eve, and all that, people tend to think that it's going to be something that's going to be driven by, you know, the Holy Grail and
Lord,
Baptists and
we're
all
gonna
of
be
these.
blocked tonight.
We finna get deep into what's happening because I mean we're gonna always bring it in a different way, all right? But the question is this: I've never thought about it, and I don't think that it's worth even giving it a lot of consideration. But it's good to understand because of my spirituality, I don't think it's something that's really that important. But again, it's good. The more you understand, the less mistakes you will make. It's just like if you give somebody a piece of paper with two dots on it, and you just put it in front of them, and you say, solve this. They're not going to understand what you mean by that. But if you put a piece of paper in front of them with a 1 plus 1, they understand that you want them to add that. So I liken that to the understanding of this particular discussion that we're having right now. The understanding is good, but if your spirituality is strong, it really doesn't make any difference because you don't ponder these sorts of things. But anyway, the question is, okay, if God is forgiving and he forgave us of all our sins, that we know that he's merciful, that's what we have been taught, that's what we believe, that he's forgiving and merciful, then why didn't he forgive Satan? Satan made a mistake. We all make a mistake, right?
Mm.
I mean, and we say that everybody's born in
I don't know about that.